Hello everyone, how are you? My name is Brian, and I come to you to talk about an issue today that's something I've been thinking about. I want to talk to you today about the state of hip-hop. My opinion is that the state of hip-hop is on a rapid decline, and it's been on a rapid decline for the last few years. Right now, hip hop is at its lowest as it could be, because right now, what I think is that hip hop today has these artists that have no individual style whatsoever. It's like one artist that started this kind of thing, and then you have other artists who are following that example. Because these days, you see rappers on these videos where they have half-naked as women, wearing big-ass gold chains, all this jewelry, and these big-ass cars that they probably can't even afford. I mean, what kind of message does that send to children? And then you got this swag thing going on. I'm like, what the hell is swag? All I know is that hip-hop is on a rapid decline, and it has been on a rapid decline for the last few years. And, you know, these artists today are not doing anything to make it better. They're just making it worse. They're making it worse because they're not the ones, they're the ones assisting in making it worse. Because you have these big record companies these days. What they're doing is that they're telling these artists what to put out there, and it's bullshit. I don't even understand the state of hip hop anymore. I remember back in the 90s when I was a kid, there were artists like EPMD, Heavy D, Big Daddy Kane, De La Soul, Redman. A lot of artists, they had their own individual styles. They came with their own individual works. What I also liked about hip-hop back then was that they also provided positive messages in a lot of songs they made. Take, for instance, Redhead Kingpin. He made a song called Do the Right Thing. Then there's a song by Big Daddy Kane, Lean on Me. That was based on a movie with Morgan Freeman in it. Or maybe I'm wrong. But then there's another song, KRS-One. He made one song called You Must Learn. And then he made another song called Love's Gonna Get You. Now, I watched that video several times when I was a kid. And now it's on YouTube and I can watch it anytime I want. But the message in that song is like saying, be careful who you associate with, because that person you associate with can be your best friend, but he'll end up stabbing you in the back. And, you know, and then there's another song done by a bunch of rap artists. Heavy D, MC Light, Audio 2, these are old school artists. They made a song called Self-Destruction. Kool Moe Dee was in that song too. They made this song called Self-Destruction about how society is just killing each other, but it's mostly about brothers and sisters killing each other. And that's the state of what's going on today, because you have a lot of black on black crime. And I remember a long time ago when rap first started out, there was a backlash against rap because everybody was saying that rap causes violence. I mean, I didn't buy that, but I just kept listening to the music. Anyway, going back to self-destruction. Self-destruction it relates to what's going on today. Because you have black on black crimes, you got crimes you're scoring everywhere, and And just go to the video, find Self-Destruction. It's an old school rap song, and it pertains to everything that's going on in society today, and back then too. But that song sent a powerful message to people. A powerful message, and to these days, you don't hear a lot of this kind of music on the radio, because the music producers don't want to hear that. The executives, the producers, they don't want to produce that kind of music. They want lame ass artists like Lil Wayne, Nicki Minaj, and Drake, and all those nonsense people to make bullshit music. And just ask this: what is it teaching the children? What is it teaching the children? Let me tell you about this about Lil Wayne. That man walks around with his pants off his ass. That man is no type of role model for young children. But yet you got people out here who you have these young kids out there walking around with their pants off their ass. Not just young kids, not just teenagers, but grown ass men too. That shit pisses me off. Like I said, this type of rap that's going out today is not contributing to society. It's causing a downfall. Because these days, rap artists, all they talk about is bitches and hoes, bitches and hoes. And then they parade around in these videos with big ass fur coats, big ass chains, all this jewelry and all this shit, big cars that they can't even afford. That's sending the wrong message to children. That's sending the wrong message to children. Slick Rick made a song called "Hey Young World." I think that song was directed towards young children, because he mentioned a verse, and he said it's cool to look bummy and be a dumb dummy and disrespect your mommy. That's how a lot of these kids are dressing today. They're dressing like bums with their pants off their ass. I mean, then they're like he said, it's cool to look bummy and be a dumb dummy. Some of them don't even speak right. Whatever happened to going to school and getting an education? Now, as for disrespecting your mommy, that goes on too. But I don't see any of that, because I'm not in people's houses looking at that. All I'm saying is that rap is causing a decline, and these kids today are just soaking it up like sponges. They're soaking it up, and they think it's cool. They think it's cool to walk around with your pants off your ass, showing your underwear. They have a law. I think they have a law in Boston where they said if you walk around with your pants off your ass, you're gonna get fined. Why can't they do that here in New York? Because these kids need to be taught a lesson. Walk around with your pants off your ass, that's just not going to help you find a job. People are not going to take you seriously because of that. They're not. Like I said, these rappers that are out today, they're not contributing to society. Having all these big ass gold chains. Now, I admit that when I was a kid, I used to see, a lot of old school rap artists like Big Daddy Kane, Coogee Rap, Master Ace, Craig G. They made a video called The Symphony, and they made two parts of it: Symphony Part 1, Symphony Part 2. But in the first symphony, you see Big Daddy Kane, you see Craig G, you see Coogee Rap with big ass gold chains around their necks. But old school rap also had to project a positive attitude about positive music as well. Like I said, they made songs called Self-Destruction, Hey Young World, You Must Learn. They just did things to uplift society, to send a positive message, not to just children, but to adults, to everyone. These days you don't hear that. I haven't heard one song from Lil Wayne, Drake, or Nicki Minaj, or any of these garbage artists out here who are sending positive messages, especially to children. Like I said, record companies these days don't want to hear that. They don't want you to project something good to people. They just want you to keep following the leader. Just follow the style and everything's going to be all right. No, it's not going to be all right. Like I said, hip-hop has been hijacked. Hip-hop has been hijacked by these music execs who want to, put out dumb shit, and they want these new generation of children to follow in that. Now, I've read on YouTube sometimes that there are people out there who wish that they were born in my time so they can enjoy, 90s music and stuff like that. I remember when there's a song that I listened to. Well, there's songs that I listen to that I continue to listen to that just make me want to get up and dance. There's Digital Underground made the Humpty Dance. If you look at that video from Digital Underground Humpty Dance, you'll see that there are people out there actually dancing, and you see the crowd just having a good time. There are people dancing in the crowd, just having a good time. They're not trying to promote some lame ass gangster swag. They're not trying to. You don't see them with their pants off their ass. You see them actually rapping, having skill, and just showing people a good time. That's the same thing Rex and Effect did when they made this video called New Jack Swing. Nothing but people on there. They were just dancing and having a good time. And Rex and Effect made another video called Rump Shaker. I can tell you, the women in Rump Shaker are a lot more classy than these broads that they have out today. Even though in Rump Shaker, the video had women in swimsuits and everything. But they weren't twerking and, doing dumb shit and like that. They weren't twerking. They were just dancing. They were dancing on a beach. Rex and Effect was rapping a song about Rump Shaker. Well, you know what that means. But they were just having fun. And that's what old school rap was about. It was about having fun. Now, for some reason, rap has morphed into this ugliness. It has morphed into this monstrosity. It has morphed into this. It is morphed into stupidity. Because you got rappers saying stupid things, like Lil Wayne. He said something about money anything but a check ain't Wayne. Like, I don't give a shit. Nobody want to hear that bullshit. Because that's all rappers talk about these days. Or they talking about having money. They talk about having money. All they talk about is this: $1 bill. Like they're gonna have that forever. Come on, man. Rap artists back in the day rapped for skill. They rapped to have fun, and they just want to. And they tried to project something a good image as well. I mean, these days rap artists, they just have women on their videos in skin tight clothes, twerking, just doing dumb shit, and they parade around in these cars that they can't really afford. Come on, I know I've said that before. I know I'm being repetitive. I'm just making a point. But all they do is talk about this. That's all they do is talk about this. Rappers back then didn't talk about, constantly getting paid. They rap because they had skill. None of these rap artists these days don't have skill. They don't. Lil Wayne is garbage. Nicki Minaj is garbage. Drake is garbage. Rick Ross is garbage. That fat ass toad Rick Ross, he's garbage. I'm not saying that this new school rap is bad today, but the thing is, these days you have good rap artists out there who are forced underground. Like Mos Def. I've listened to one of Mos Def's songs. I think one of his songs is called Auditorium. Well, I don't know if that's his album or if that's his song, but I've listened to that. He had Slick Rick on that song. Like I said, rap music is on a rapid decline, and if we don't do something about it, it's just going to be dead. I'm gonna tell you rap artists that I'm gonna tell these rap artists that today, you are no role models for children. You are not sending out any positive messages to children because all you care about is this. That's all you care about is this. And I'm gonna tell you right now, this is gonna get you killed. Because people do stupid shit for this, for a piece of paper. A piece of paper that's worth nothing. And that's the one thing that pisses me off too. People killing people over money. It's dumb. We need to make songs like this. We need to make songs like You Must Learn and Self-Destruction. Because like I said, rap these days is self-destructing. That's what it is. It's self-destructing. And guess who's causing rap to self-destruct? The record executives and record producers. The new school record producers who want to continue producing bullshit. We need to bring some positivity back to rap, alright? If you have to force it on the radio, let it be forced, alright? Because you have good rap artists out there who are producing good music, but you're not recognizing them. You're not recognizing them. And why? Because you want to keep putting this bullshit out in the street where these little kids and teenagers and grown-ass men are being sucking this up like sponges. You want to keep putting Lil Wayne's face out there. You want to keep putting people out there with their pants off their ass like it's some kind of cool thing. Like I said, that shit is not going to help them find a job or a career. It might help them become a fake ass rapper, but it's not going to help them with anything else. Like I said, rap these days has been hijacked. And we need to take it back. We need to take it back. And this new and I know that there are young kids out there who don't even like today's rap. They've said it on YouTube videos that I've looked at. I looked at the comment section. A lot of people these days don't like what's happening to hip hop. They miss the days when hip hop used to be fun and where you can just have a good time and party and dance and not worried about, ignorance being spewed out into the streets, because that's what's happening. These days rap music is just ignorant. These producers are producing ignorance. And these record companies are, guess what? Profiting off of this ignorance. They are profiting off of this ignorance. They are profiting off of you. Because you want to listen to this ignorance and think it's cool. Why don't you take your asses to YouTube? Listen to Self-Destruction. Listen to Slick Rick, Hey Young World. Listen to KRS-One, You Must Learn. Listen to something that actually has a meaning to it. Listen to something that's actually positive. Listen to something that's going to give you a positive message. Because Lil Wayne, Nicki Minaj, Drake, and all those bullshit artists are not producing a positive message for you. They only care about the green, this, money. They don't give a shit about you. All they care about is that money they're pocketing. Like I said, hip-hop, rap has been hijacked. And it's been on a rapid decline for years. I remember back when they used to have a whole bunch of artists out there making good music. Now it's just very small. There's a very small amount of artists. I don't know what's up with this new generation of people, these kids, but they are being led to slaughter. That's it. They're being led to slaughter. Y'all better wake up. You better wake up before it's too late. Because when it's too late, it's too late. Like I said, try listening to something positive. Try looking at something from the past that you don't know about. Listen to the message in the song. Listen to the message in self-destruction. Think about how what they say is reflecting mostly on what's happening today, or what's been happening over the past few years. Think about Slick Rick, Hey Young World. His message relates to children. You little children out there, you teenage boys, teenage girls, little boys, little girls, listen to that song. It sends a positive message to you. And like Harris once said, you must learn. And you are not learning anything from these bullshit artists of today. You're not learning a damn thing. You're not. Whatever happened to hip-hop? I don't know. I don't know. That's why I don't listen to any of this bullshit today. All this talking about, money, women, cars, jewelry. All that is just like, whatever you call it. I forgot what you call it. But, all I know is it's ridiculous. Because that's all the record companies are promoting. Bullshit. And you're feeding into it. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Your new generation of today. You're feeding into this bullshit. Better soak some good knowledge into your head, everyone, alright? Get some knowledge. Because all these rappers of today are not feeding you anything good. No good knowledge. Have a nice day. And long live hip hop.